All right. Are we live? Are we live? Looks like we're live. Welcome, everybody. So great to have you here. I'm in sunny Southern California at my parents' house. It is 2 p.m. Eastern, but I'm in California, so here it is 11 a.m. And I'm so happy to be here. So happy to have you here. Mike and I actually just came to California the other night from Las Vegas. We spent 2 weeks in Las Vegas, and let me tell you, if you're going to Las Vegas to party, 2 weeks is a long time. But we actually weren't there to party. We were there because we met, oh gosh, about 100 of our closest friends for a mastermind in Lake Las Vegas last week. Oops. Let's close this. I just did a total faux pas right now, and I had my other window open there. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to welcome you guys here. It's so great to have you here. Today I wanted to talk about some of the secrets of blogging, because this is how Mike and I have been traveling for, since exactly a year, pretty much. January of 2014. And I have been working online for almost 2 years. Mike and I have been working online together full-time and traveling for about a year, and a lot of that has been due to blogging. So I just wanted to welcome you guys here, and yeah, it's nice to have you here. And you're here trying to figure out how we're able to blog, or how we're able to travel the world, and just some of the secrets that we wanted to give you. Every 3 months we meet our friends who work online with us at a convention somewhere in the United States. This time it was in Las Vegas. Our next event is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee in April. And we all work online, but we meet each other every 3 months because there's something about being together with like-minded people that really pushes you to the next level. And in our case, for us, it's blogging, pushing our blogging to the next level and pushing our online business to the next level, because this is how we are able to travel the world. This is how we are able to make a living. So just to give you a bit of a backstory, Mike and I, as I've said earlier, have been traveling for over a year, and we'll probably be traveling for another year or so. We live in New Zealand. I'm originally from California, as you can tell. I don't have a Kiwi accent, and we're successful online entrepreneurs right now, and we make most of our money blogging, but it didn't start out like this. We come from the film and music industry. Mike was in the music industry, touring with bands in Australia and New Zealand, and I was in the film industry for about a decade, the film and animation and visual effects industry. And we were working. We loved our jobs to start because they were lucrative jobs, our dream jobs, and we were working we ended up working 50, 60, 70-hour work weeks. Mike was working sometimes up to 100 hours a week, just traveling around with back-breaking work. And we just kind of got tired of it. I started out in engineering in school, and I ended up changing my degree to computer graphics programming and entertainment. And it was so awesome having my name in credits and in movies and TV, but there was really something that was missing in my life. Something I just knew that I deserved something better than working every single day. And really, I think what the turning point was when I was sitting at my desk. I think I was doing 50 or 60-hour a week during crunch period, working on a film, and I was thinking to myself, oh wow, am I going to be doing this for the rest of my life? Working behind a desk Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, sometimes Monday through Sunday, knowing that my husband is at home taking care of our future kids. There was a name actually for the wives of the husbands. I worked in a male-dominated industry. The name for the wives of the husbands that worked at my old job, we call them widows. And I wasn't about to have my husband Mike become a widower, and I didn't want to have kids knowing that I'll just be passing their life by because I have to work. So I decided to really just stop and think about my life. And I knew that, you know, there's a reason why we're alive. And we're alive because, you know, we're here to live and there's a purpose for us. And I really feel like everyone is born with a purpose. And I really feel like everyone is born with greatness. And I think a lot of us are so used to going through the daily grind, and, you know, we have to go to school and we have to get a job. We have to get married and have kids. It doesn't have to be like that. And I realized that after I burnt out for a while. So anyways, I just wanted to get straight to it because it's going to be an exciting presentation today. And I have some slides for you so that I can just go straight on through and you know, yeah, well, let's get to it. So I'm just going to share my screen, and I mentioned earlier that we were in Las Vegas. We just got back a couple of days ago, and I did a presentation on blogging with our Unstoppable group, and I'll show you what the heck the Unstoppable Tribe is in a second. But basically, you know, I spent a half an hour, 45 minutes in front of a group of about 74 people talking about this blogging platform. And you know, if you want to start blogging, you can start on any platform that you want. What I'm going to be talking about today is Kalatu. And what Kalatu is the blogging platform that we use, the blogging platform that we are able to monetize so that we can travel the world. And not even just travel the world, just spend more time doing the things we love anywhere we want. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but have you heard of a platform called WordPress? Yeah, well, Kalatu is actually based on top of the WordPress technology. The reason why it's so specialized is because it's specifically designed for well, bloggers and also marketers. So whether you have a business now, this is specifically designed to help you either sell your product, or even just if you want to promote anything. Even if you just want to write about your travels, or if you just want to write about cooking or anything. So Kalatu is what we've been using. It's actually the third version of the blogging platform that we've been using, or that I've been using for the past couple of years. And I just wanted to share it because it's such a powerful platform that is so easy. And you have to keep in mind that I come from a technical background, and I, you know, was thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to get my WordPress blog up, and I'm going to do this and put this plugin in, and do and put this pretty thing in, and fix this theme. And I just got tired of trying to maintain the blog. And right now, I really just wanted to concentrate on traveling. I just wanted to concentrate on seeing my family in California and in New Zealand, and running my online business without having to worry about the technical bits to it. So I just told you a little about me and Mike. We left New Zealand last year. We've been all over the world. Not as many countries as one would expect, because we stay in countries for about 2 to 3 months so that we can spend time really enjoying where we are and live like a local. So we've been to Costa Rica, Prague, Switzerland, France, Spain, Austria. We've just came back from Panama. Actually, I think over the past 2 or 3 weeks, we've been from the islands of the Panamanian Caribbean to Panama City to Puerto Rico to the 5 Virgin Islands, U.S. and British Virgin Islands, back to Puerto Rico, to Las Vegas. Now we're in California, and we're here for 3 more weeks until we get to New Zealand for 2 months. And then back to Nashville, back to the States, to Canada. Anyways, the list goes on. So if you want to follow our travels and just our travels, just come to facebook.com/courageouslyfreetravelers and follow us. Yeah, we aren't stopping yet. We might soon at some point, but who knows? And we were really inspired by, you know, our mentor now, our business partner and friend, Rhonda and Brian Swan. They have been working online for about 10 years. They've been working online for 10 years, and they've been traveling the world for about 6 years. So this picture here is it was just last week, and we were grateful to have been interviewed for a product coming out for it's a Freedompreneur product that we'll be releasing at some time at this point this year. Maybe we'll be releasing it in Bali in August. Who knows? But yeah, keep following us and you'll find out yourself. So I just want to let you know that we are actually not alone. And I know that when I was in school telling myself that school is a bunch of rubbish, and I know that I can make money without going to school. I finished school because of my parents and because, well, it was the right thing to do, because I didn't have anyone else to tell me otherwise. I didn't have anybody else to tell me that there's an alternative way to live. I think school is good, especially if you love what you're studying, but there are other ways to live. And my eyes were really open when I found Rhonda's story and realized that she left the corporate world and started traveling the world with her family. And so now she and her husband have started this Unstoppable Tribe, and now as a collective, we're growing our team. We've been everywhere from Miami to Orlando to New Orleans. We were just in Vegas, and our tribe is just growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and we teach each other the things we learn. We mastermind each time and really help each other grow in our business. And you can't really do it alone and be as successful as you want to be. There are 3 types of people that I think that everyone should be around. And one is, mind you, all of them are on the same path as you, the same goal. But one is a mentor to help guide you to where you want to be. Another one is your peer to walk next to so that you can mastermind with each other and bounce ideas off of each other. And the 3rd type of person is someone who's on the same path as you, but is maybe like a couple steps behind you. And I think that's really important because you want to teach them to where they want to be, which is where you are now. But also in teaching, you're learning. You are learning yourself. In fact, you learn even more teaching. So in our group, we are always teaching each other, and we're always learning new things and keeping our minds open to new things and really developing our mindset, because life is not easy. This business is not easy. Blogging is not easy. And knowing your why and why you're doing it is what's most important, and what's going to bring you through the hard times. And now you're probably thinking, yeah, we're just blogging, throwing a bunch of stuff out there for people to see, but why is it important? Well, I will tell you why it's important in this presentation, and in fact, we'll teach you how to create your posts in such a way that will engage your readers, and we teach you how to market it. Right today, we're going to be going over some basic stuff, basic training, but I wanted to give you some secrets that we didn't know a few months ago, or prior to us traveling. So we're not alone. We do this together, and when we leave our masterminds, we are on our own, but we're still working together as a collective. And hey, by the way, if you can hear noise behind me, I'm actually outside my parents' back patio, so it sounds like there's some truck out there. But and as usual, every week we have a tribe hangout, an Unstoppable Tribe hangout, and we sometimes invite you guys to come sit in on our weekly hangout just to hear what we actually have to say. Here we oftentimes have 6, 7, and 8 figure earners on our hangouts, kind of giving out some tips and tricks, and you get to hear the kind of languaging we use. We're all bloggers, and we're all working online, and we have been working online for different periods of time. But because you're on this particular hangout about blogging, I wanted to invite you specifically. We normally have them Wednesdays, but tomorrow we're having our hangout tomorrow, Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we would love for you to join us and sit in on the and be a fly on the wall. So, as I mentioned, we were in Las Vegas this past weekend, and we have events every 3 months. and we had a keynote speaker. And in this particular event, we had Neil Patel show up. And you may or may not know who he is, but I was taking this picture starstruck, like, oh my God, I can't believe Neil Patel is here. The day before, when I found out he was speaking, I was saying, oh my gosh, Mike, we got to go to his presentation. We got to go see it. And he's actually very well known in the blogging and internet marketing world. And he runs quicksprout.com, is an amazing blogger. He's actually spent a whole day with us on Sunday and maybe an hour on Saturday, and really just giving us a lot of tips and tricks. We actually had a workshop style session with him where he taught us how to, gave us tips on how to create better headlines and how to create good intros and bodies. And he went around the room critiquing some people's blogs, and I was actually pretty, yeah, it was really, really, really awesome. He is not in any ways associated with Kalatu, and he doesn't work online with us specifically, but I just wanted to share this because it's, you know, I was like a kid in a candy store yesterday when he was giving out all of the blogging tips. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's so smart. Millionaire blogger giving us specific tips and critiquing our work. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, maybe you're asking certain questions right now, you know, and you're curious as to what the deal is with blogging. And I know that there's like millions and billions of I'm here at my parents' house, and then I just looked over and my dad was waving. So so you, let me go back. Yeah, maybe probably asking yourself some questions. I mean, there's millions of blogs out there, billions of blogs out there, and you're probably asking yourself specific questions. And don't let those numbers fool you, because you actually have, you yourself have all the resources that you need within you, and to blog and to make money from blogging. And so maybe you're asking yourself, who can use blogs? Well, anyone really. I mean, and just as an example, travelers. We have a whole group of travelers. Mike and I blog ourselves, and we blog about our travels. We blog about how we are able to work online. We do reviews. Small businesses. If you have an offline business, or even if you have an online business and you really want to get more exposure, blogging is a really great avenue for you to get for people to get to know and like you, and get to know what you're all about. Being able to, you know, do your own review of products, or explain to your audience how specific things work with your business, and just being able to interact with them is such a powerful thing. And blogging is such a good way for them to really see that you're a real person, and that you do interact with people, and that you're alive, and that you're just not some random business out there, that you pay attention to the people who are in your audience, and that you cater to their needs and their wants, and solve their specific problems. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. We have a friend, Sarita, in Australia, who's been killing it over the past year. She just got started working online last February, and she has 2 little kids, and she didn't want to leave them at home or leave them in daycare. She really wanted to take care of them, and blogging is part of how she's able to stay home and really watch her kids and live a lifestyle that she wants to live. And in fact, they just went to Bali, Indonesia a few weeks ago for a couple of weeks, because they're planning to move there because she can. Students, if you're still in school, you have some passions, maybe you want to get your mind off of schoolwork, and there's other things that you want to blog about, or if you have projects in school that you want to blog about. Maybe you're working full-time and you want to start new projects on the side. Maybe you're working full-time and you want to talk about what you're doing at work. Or what is your passion? I mean, anyone can use a blog, but I guess really in the end, Blogging is such a great way to talk about your passions and what interests you, because really it's your passions that are going to intrigue people, and when they see that you're passionate about something, they're definitely going to want to listen to you. Why do I have to blog? Why not? Maybe you want to monetize your blog so that you can spend more time doing the things you love. This is what Mike and I do, and you know, as much as a lot of people don't want to travel, and a lot of people just want to do the things that they love. Maybe they want to go fly fishing. Maybe they just want to stay home with family. And strangely enough, since Mike and I have been traveling the world, I've actually seen my family in California more this year than I have in the past decade. And my mom, she had 3 spinal surgeries, you know, at the beginning of this year, and everything was timed so perfectly. We didn't even plan that, but being able to come here to California all the way from New Zealand to spend time and take care of her really was something that I wouldn't have done if I was still at my old job. Maybe you love writing. Maybe you're an introvert and you want to express yourself. I consider myself an introvert, and sometimes I have a hard time verbalizing it. So having a blog really allows me to get creative and really express myself in a medium that will allow me to in my own time. Maybe you're an extrovert and you want to express yourself. Maybe you have your own opinions and you want to talk about certain things on your blog. Maybe you want to write, but you don't even know where to start. Now, this is actually pretty interesting because there are a ton of people who do love to write. There are people who don't like to write, and you don't even know where to start. You want to make money, or you just want to write about your passions. You have no idea where to start, and this is actually really awesome. So stay tuned for this, because I have a really cool tip for you. You get free online real estate forever. Once we get into the technical bits of writing a blog, and I probably won't get to it this time, but this is a really important thing to remember is, you know, when you start blogging and you put your content out there, it's there forever. And if you want to express yourself, or if you're promoting an idea, if you're promoting a service or a product, that's like free advertising out there for the world to see always and forever, as long as the internet lives. Hopefully it's going to live forever and ever and ever. Well, you're automating yourself. So let's say you want to promote a idea or business, and you usually get the same questions asked billions and millions of times, and you're just tired of talking about it. Well, you can be like, hey, you know what? Actually, I wrote a blog post specifically about what you're asking for. You know, I wrote a blog post about how that exact recipe and why I really like it, and you know, why it's healthy or whatever. You could just say, hey, go to my blog, check this article out. You don't even have to say anything. You're automating yourself. You're putting yourself out there for people to get to know you in their own time. Now, coming from a business point of view, we always want to try to make sure that our products and our services are out there for people to see. But the old way of selling, of push selling and marketing, isn't really effective these days. People really want to know that you're a real person and that you're genuine. And in our Unstoppable group, we really pride ourselves on being able to sell without selling through attraction marketing. So having a blog is a perfect way to brand yourself and to just put your information out there so that people can come to your blog in their own time and read about it without, you know, while you're sipping Mai Tais on a beach somewhere, or you're spending more time with your kids. Now, what do I blog about? And a lot of us have so many great ideas about what we would write about. When it comes down to it, sometimes we're just trying to figure out, okay, I've run out of topics, or I don't even know where to start. What do I even blog about? Ta-da! With Kalatu, Kalatu actually has a 21-day blogging challenge. And I'm going to show this to you right now because this is really powerful. And, you know, whether you're just starting out writing, or whether you're you've been writing for a long time, or whether you just want to kind of check this out, I'm going to tell you why we do 21-day blogging challenges in a bit. But specifically now, I just wanted to show you really quick the plugin, because it's freaking awesome. So I'm already logged into Kolatu, and this is what my dashboard looks like. And you'll see on the left here that there's a 21-day blogging challenge. And a lot of the reason why, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why they put this here in the back office, and I'm going to tell you why in a bit, but I just wanted to show you when you do a 21-day blogging challenge, you just don't know what to write. This actually gives you topics on exactly what to talk about, and it really guides you step by step. So, for example, here, you know, it'll tell you exactly what day you're on. You know, now it's day 7, and you can create your post. But let's say you missed a day, okay? And there are these. It'll say, so hey, you know, day 1, welcome to the 21-day blogging challenge. This plugin is designed to get you started blogging quickly and effectively, so that you can easily create content, generate leads, attract new sales, or if you're not selling anything, or if you're not promoting anything, just creating content. So just as an example, when I'm creating a new post, this plugin will activate, and it'll pop up this template. So, and it'll ask you these questions like, what is the person, place, or thing that your videos are all about for favorite videos? So, you know, if I like, you know, Tony Robbins, or if I have my own YouTube videos, you know, I can write about what they're about. I can write about, you know, self-development. If I love self-development, you know. So what's one adjective that describes your videos besides awesome? Intriguing, you know, interesting. Of course, you'd have more interesting adjectives, but each day has a template, and the templates guide you, and you can create your post based on that template. And what's going to happen is the plugin is going to word exactly what you wrote in readable form, so that people can go and read it and be like, hey, you know, my favorite video is this, and I really like it because of this. You know, I think there's a day that allows you to put your 10 favorite quotes. So for all of those who have been blogging, you can obviously still use this. People who are brand spanking new, man, it is hard to come up with topics at first. Once you get used to it, it gets easier and easier. So yeah, so what do I blog about? Well, that's easy because we've got the plugin. And really, when it comes down to it, just start writing. You know, and as you're writing, topics will come to you. So you can start with, you know, what you're passionate about, and what are you passionate about? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I know for me, I started doing video challenges, and I just started talking about my day. And it's like, okay, well, maybe they're not, you know, some people will be interested, but then as time goes along, I mean, there's a specific reason why we practice 21-day blogging challenges, because when you see yourself at the end of 21 days versus the very beginning, you grow so much. And by just writing or just doing videos and putting it out there, you improve. It's impossible not to improve. And there are certain topics that come out of certain posts where, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm talking about this. I can actually talk about this and, you know, expand on it in another post. And it's just, you just got to get used to it. You just got to start doing it. You know, a lot of times you see successful people, successful bloggers, or even just successful people in general, where you're like, wow, that person has done so well. You know, I can never be like them. But one of the things that you think about is, you know, you see Tony Robbins, and you see Brendan Burchard, and you see, or even see me and Mike, and you're like, wow, I could never do that. But the thing you need to remember is that we went on a journey too, and all of us started from the beginning. We started from rock bottom, and we've hit rock bottom a couple of times. And it's really how you react to what happens when you hit rock bottom. And you always have something to talk about too. So just start writing. Really, in the end, even though you just start writing, you want to give tons of value. So as you're writing, you'll figure out some value that you want to give to the people who are reading in your audience, what messages that you want to convey. So you can do things such as doing step-by-step how-tos. These are very, very powerful because people want to know how to do specific things. You know, whether it's, I don't know, how to bake a cake in 3 steps, or, you know, 11 ways to get free accommodation when you're traveling to a certain country or whatever. Do keyword research. Now, I know this is an advanced topic for a lot of you guys, and I'm not going to get into this now. A lot of the training that we have goes exactly over this. But just to give you an idea of what keyword research is, keywords are basically a phrase, more than one word, that there's a specific sequence of words that people put into search engines that search for when they search for things. So believe it or not, you can actually find out these specific words that people search on for specific tools. And the reason why it's so powerful is because you already know what people are looking for. So all you need to do is give them the answer that they want, give them the solution. You have the specific words and the specific phrases that people are looking for. So yeah, it's really, really, really powerful. And we can probably get into it in a future, future training for sure. Tutorials of what you're learning. If you're not learning anything, go find an audio somewhere. Go find a video, watch it, write down your notes, and do a tutorial of whatever you're reading, listening, or watching. Listen to an audio. Think of, the 9 most important tips from that particular audio and what you learn about it. Other people might have listened to the audio and watched the video, but this is your take on it, and maybe they'll read your stuff and they'll say, oh, that's interesting, I'd actually never thought of that before. Do videos and post them. You have a smartphone, don't you? And all smartphones now have video capability. If you have a computer and a webcam on your computer, do videos and post them. We do this specifically because we do a lot of video marketing, and there's just a lot of videos on our travels. You can check us out on our YouTube channel for Courageously Free Travelers. But for me, sometimes I'm too lazy to write, and so I just do videos. I'll even do a vlog, a daily vlog, and I'll post them. It's so easy. You don't have to write a whole long description of a video. You can just do like a 2 or 3 sentence description of your video and post that sucker up, and you're done. Now, the only limitation you'd have for that is if you're in a third world country with really slow internet, which we go through a lot. Book reviews. I have to admit, oh man, I used to not read other than Sweet Valley High and Judy Blume. And if you guys have were an 80s child, then you know what I'm talking about. But when I started listening to self-development audios and reading self-development books, I really got hooked into really being able to develop yourself and learning about the human condition and the human mind. And wow, your body and your brain is so powerful and so smart, and I just got hooked onto that. And if you don't like reading, I would start there. If you do like reading, then do a book review. Yeah, they're very powerful. Interview someone. This one's super easy. Find someone who's an expert in your field or an expert in an area that you really, really like. A lot of people, especially if they're an expert, they want to get exposure, and they're happy to give interviews. And just say, hey, I've been following you for so long, and I'm really interested. I see that you do yoga around the world, and I really want to get into yoga more, and I want to get into teacher training. Can I interview you and just learn about your experience and post it out? And you can post it to your on your social media pages and all of that. And that is actually a ninja traffic tip that I wasn't planning to give you. interviewing someone and having them share the content is a way to get traffic to your blog, and to get more people, more eyes on your blog. You know, people love talking about themselves. People love being asked questions about what they're doing. And if you're fascinated with an expert, talk to them. They'll be happy to do it. Turn long posts into a series of posts. I just learned from Neil Patel that he encourages actually doing 2,000 word posts. He had specific tips on how to get engagement with that. But I know for me, I tended to do about 500 word posts sometimes, and when I noticed that they get really long, I turn them into a series of posts. And the reason why I was doing that personally is because, especially if you have a list out there, if you have a following, that when you when you have a following or you have an audience, just break it up and be like, send out different emails, different days of the week, and say, hey, this is my part 1 on how to automate your business. These are some of the first steps that I took, and then at the end you can say, and I have a couple more topics that I want to talk about this and I want to share with you. So check out my part 2 tomorrow. I'll send it out to you, and this is what I'm going to talk about. And you can do 2 or 3 emails or 3 different posts, really to get people to keep coming back to your blog to check out what you have. And for Kalatu specifically, you can do soft sells in your post, and in Kalatu specifically in the author box. And this is kind of, let me show you that, essentially our blogs are, we want people to see it in their own time. You give them information, and if you want people to get to know you a little more, you can we just went on a cruise in the Caribbean for 7 days, so that was my little review here. But we have an author box, and you can do soft sells in here without, selling without selling, creating your brand, telling people who you are and how you're able to do to do what you're doing, or if there's a specific product that you want to promote as well, you can just add it in the author box specifically in Kalatu. And what are you passionate about? That's essentially what you want to blog about, is what you're passionate about, because people are going to be able to feel your passion when you start writing about it. I know that some of you are probably even saying this to yourself. I know I did. And I'm like, okay, so I have all this information that I want to talk about, but who is going to listen to me? And here's what I have to say about it. Stop it. Pattern interrupt. Mike and I were in Las Vegas the week before last. We hung out with a friend one of the days, and he took us to Old Las Vegas, which is where all the old school casinos are, and they have this cool curved screen above the walkway, and a flying fox, or a zip line you call it here in the States. And we saw this guy there, and he was drumming his life away. You see this guy, he's a little guy, look, everyone's kind of looking at him, he's got little arms, and maybe you're thinking, I have little arms and no one's going to listen to me, and I'm short, people can't see me. But this guy is like, what, who cares? He was drumming his own beat, and he was having a lot of fun. And to be honest, out of a lot of street performers, if I had dollar bills, I would have gone to him, because he was actually amazing, and he loved what he was doing, and you could tell. And he was like, what, I'm going to make a means to living, and this is what I'm going to do, and I don't care. I want to make a living. I enjoy myself. This is what I got from seeing him. So what I'm trying to tell you is, everyone has something valuable and worthy to say, whether you think so or not. There is someone out there who's going to resonate with what you have to say. Someone is going to resonate with the way you write things and the way you think, and they're going to follow you. God, how many billions of people are there in the world? I know not everybody is online, but there are a ton of people online, and when they find you and if they can resonate with you, you're going to have a good follower. And so when you get these self-limiting beliefs, like who the heck is going to listen to me? You know, do I have something worthy to say? In our little group, we have self-development. We are strong in self-development. So in this case, we tell our team, you know, go listen to an inner circle audio, but go out, you yourself, go out and find Tony Robbins, find Jim Rohn, find Bernard Bouchard on YouTube and listen to what they have to say. Listen to it over and over and over and over again. Brainwash yourself with good things, because you know you are powerful, and like I mentioned before, you have greatness within you. So embrace it and learn how to show it, because someone is going to want to listen to you. And just start blogging. Man, who cares? You're going to get better. Your first post is going to be horrible. Your second post is going to be less horrible. Your third post is going to be even better, and it's going to get even better and better and better. Just start blogging, because it is impossible not to improve if you are staying consistent and if you're taking action. So I talked about earlier about these 21-day blogging challenges, and I showed you in the back end, in the back office, of what Kalatu has, the tool, the plugin that Kalatu has to get you started for your 21-day blogging challenges, and there's a million of reasons why we do it. For one thing, what we're essentially doing is creating a new habit. And if you're consistent for 21 days, I think 21 is a really, really good number where you're just like, yeah, okay, 21 days, I could do it. Like, I can exercise for 21 days and lose weight. I can eat healthy for 21 days. And the thing is that you're actually creating a new habit by being consistent, by doing it over and over and over and over again. You're creating a new habit for the better. You get interaction on your blog to show authority. Now, with the 21-day blogging challenges with our group, our Unstoppable group, we do these together, and we put our posts on threads in our Facebook group, and we comment and like on each other's blog posts for encouragement, and because we learn from each other, and also to show that that person has authority on their blog. So we pay it forward by interacting on each other's blogs. And then if other people go on their blogs and they're like, hey, wow, this is really cool. There's like interaction on this blog. I love it. So interact on each other's blogs to pay it forward. Now you want people to interact on your blog, so there's a reason why we kind of help each other out and work as a collective so that we can grow each other, grow together with each other. Does that make sense? Oh, look, hey, we're all growing together in our own business. I did this, an extended version of this presentation and talking about our online business. So in this case, we were growing together to grow our blogs. And we're learning by reading each other's blogs. Everybody has something to say, and the person next to you is going to talk about something that you've never even thought about, and you're just like, wow. Even just by reading each other's blogs, seeing how people format it, seeing the types of words that they use and how they're able to, capture their audience is something that we do. And it's really, really powerful. Even though we're not specifically giving out tutorials on how to write blogs, when we read each other's blogs, maybe we are, even just like the pattern of the way people write and the types of things that they write, we're learning from that constantly. And some blogs backlink to yours. I'm actually not going to get into that. So I will at a future date, and in fact, I'd love for you guys to tell me what you want to learn. And some other topics that I went over from the biggest presentation are here. I'm not going to go over it today. I think there's probably a lot of information in your head right now, but one of them is mapping your domain and really just tying in your brand, because really what we stress is growing your brand. And because in the end, whatever you have to promote, even whether you're promoting anything or not, people are coming to see you. People are here to see you rather than what product or whatever service that you have. I taught I taught the group, our Unstoppable group, how to integrate the older version of our blog with Kalatu, which is our newer version of our blog. Because we've had a lot of us were blogging before Kalatu, so I just wanted to show them how to bring their content over, because we have so much content from another blog. I talked about pages versus posts and how we personally use them, the differences and why each are effective, how to effectively use your menus. Kalatu comes with a standard menu, with standard menu items, and it's a very customizable blog, and so I was teaching them how to use their menus to be able to engage their readers and to, because Kalatu, because your blog is actually your home, so having a menu in your own home is almost like, having different bedrooms, or in your or different rooms in your house, and you're going in. This is your living room. This is your dining room. This is your kitchen. This is the playroom. Having menus is kind of a way to guide a person through your home, to give them a tour of your home. Using multiple categories and tags. Syndication. Syndication basically is being able to take your blog post and put it in front of more eyes through syndicating, through putting it on different other social media sites, through sharing it through email marketing, or your /newsletters. Just being able to, because in the end, you can have a blog and you can have your posts, but if you don't tell anybody about it, no one is going to visit it. So I talked about syndication in Las Vegas a little bit. Creating custom call to actions, and this is really great if you have something to promote, like your own business. You can create your own personal call to actions, basically saying, like, let's say you have a business, you're selling clothes, you have a fashion blog, and let's say you have an Etsy page, and there's a particular product that you're releasing, and you think it's the most awesome thing, and it is the most awesome thing. So you can create your own call to actions within the blog to tell people a description of what you're promoting, and how to get it, and telling your audience what to do so that they can buy this new necklace on your Etsy page through your blog. And widgets. Widgets are just a standard WordPress feature. We have custom widgets within Kalatu that allow you to, they're basically like building blocks for your blog, building blocks for your sidebars and your footers. And there are specific ones that we have that kind of allow your readers to stay on your blog, but to kind of get to know you a bit more, give them snippets of other posts, give them snippets of what people are saying about your posts. So these are just some topics, some advanced topics that I talked about in Las Vegas, and I'd love to share it with you guys. So if you're interested in learning how to monetize a blog, then there's a link below that can show you how, and I will actually give you the presentation that I did in Las Vegas. It's slightly different than this, a bit more in depth, and there's that. So I just wanted to ask you, what topics would you like to learn about? I just gave you kind of a rundown, a basic rundown of what to think about when you start blogging, and some ways that you can use it, how to get topics and all that stuff. But there's so much more to it that will help you, get your ideas out, and I just want to know, what you want to learn about. So send me a private message on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/ReginaVDV, or you can send me a personal email message at regina@courageouslyfree.com, and tell me what you want to learn about. And I will do another live hangout specifically on what you want to learn. And yeah, and I'm happy to, because learning is growing, and learning together helps you grow, and it helps me grow as well. I do personal training, not working out. I could tell you how many sit-ups to do, but not that kind of personal training. We can go running around the block if you really want to. But if you want some personal training, again, send me a message on Facebook, email me. I do one-on-one sessions. I do one-on-one training through Skype or Google Hangout or even chat. Or I can even give you a call on the phone if you want to learn more about blogging and how to monetize a blog, or even just how to blog. I do one-on-one training, coaching for online businesses, how to get more exposure out there, and yeah, I can help you set up your blog. I can help you set up your online business, and I think it's really, really powerful. We do have in-person masterminds, and I told you that we just came from Vegas. We've been to Orlando, we've been to New Orleans and Miami just this year, and that is with our group of people. For me and Mike, we're actually going back to New Zealand, and so March 13th through the 15th, we're going to be doing a really tiny mastermind for about 10 people, and that spots are actually filling up really, really quick for this. So, but these masterminds are really powerful because we do sit down with you and walk through step by step on how to get your sales funnels up and running, how to get your blogs up and running, how to get into marketing if you want to learn that, and we actually make sure that by the end of the weekend that you are up and running, and so that you can start sharing all the content that you have. So we'll be in Wellington, New Zealand. Well, we're actually going in a few weeks, but we'll be there for a couple of months, and our mastermind is specifically on March 13th through the 15th. So contact us personally, or click on the link below and get started with us so that we can get you in, because spots are actually, they're filling up really, really, really quick. We just really decided to do it. We've been thinking about doing it, and we just announced it the other day. And yeah, we wanted to share that with you since you're on this hangout personally. And at the end of April, we're going to Nashville, and we're actually meeting all of the people that we meet every 3 months. So there's about 100 of us this last time, and it's growing bigger and bigger. I think the one in Nashville is probably going to be up to 350 people, maybe even more, and which is part of the reason why we're having the mastermind in New Zealand with us, because we want to, our vision is to help and inspire other people to do what we do, and I don't mean travel, but what I mean is to be able to spend more time doing things you love by working online. And it's not rocket science, but you do need to take action and just know your why. Spend more time with your family. Spend more time, fly fishing or whatever. So in Nashville, end of April, there'll be about 350 of us. And then in August, July or August, actually, I'm not too sure of the dates of these last two events, but we're going to be in Bali, Indonesia, surfing and doing yoga. We'll actually be out there for a couple months, but there'll be a week-long mastermind, Unstoppable Mastermind, and it'll be amazing. We're going to have some great speakers coming out. I can't really tell you who's going to come out, but I can pretty much guarantee that you might know someone that I mentioned. I'm not going to mention it. We'll be out there masterminding. It's just a really fun retreat. A lot of us are friends already, and we welcome everyone new, and we all started where you were. So if you guys are interested, again, either click on the link below or send me private messages, and then we'll make sure that you're there. So it's about 3 o'clock. It's about noon here in California, and I really wanted to thank you for being here. There's a ton of information, and there's a ton more where this comes from. And like I said, we work one-on-one with people. This was our group on stage last Sunday with Rhonda Swan, who is the Unstoppable Mama, and we were in front of a crowd of 2,000 or 3,000 people, and we're a really tight-knit group. There's a lot of us. There's way more than the people here, but we aim to help other people and inspire people to live the freedompreneur lifestyle. We have some cool products coming out and teaching people how to create this freedompreneur lifestyle, and we want to share it with you guys. So add me on Facebook, message me, message me and Mike at vdv@courageouslyfree.com, or message me personally at regina@courageouslyfree.com. And yeah, let me see. I just want to stop presenting this bit, but no, now you can see me. So hey guys, and I just wanted to thank you so much for spending your time here learning about blogging, and I hope this was valuable to you. And like I said, if there's any information that any more information that you want to learn specifically from us, just message us, message me, and I'm happy to give you all of the information that you need to kind of move forward. And tomorrow we are having our Unstoppable Tribe Hangout. So I'm going to put a link here. I'm going to actually email out to, if you're not on my email list, then put your name and your email address below in the form, and I will send out a link tomorrow. At 5 p.m. Eastern is the Hangout. I will send it out before then. But until then, I appreciate you being here, checking out the secrets of blogging, and yeah, happy blogging, guys. See ya. Bye.